Hello, and welcome to the Cruise Interview Series, done in collaboration with UNCCD CLP Interview Series. In the series, we dive deep into how the cruise program is helping Cambodia and Lao PDR adapt to climate challenges through innovative strategies and collaboration. In this episode, we are joined by Jochen Luther, the Technical Coordinator at WMO Regional Office for Asia and the Southwest Pacific. Johan, thank you for being here. Johan, to start, could you briefly explain what the cruise program is and how it aims to support Cambodia and Lao PDR in tackling drought-related challenges?
Thank you for the invitation and thank you for the question. Yes, let me start. The Climate Risk and Early Warning Systems or CRUISE initiative is a multi-donor financial mechanism which funds projects in least developed countries and small island developing states to establish customized, risk-informed, people-centered, and gender-responsive early warning solutions for nationally defined needs. And it uses innovation and applies agile solutions for transformational and sustainable change, and also multiplies uh, resources and mobilizes more climate finance and action with each investment from the likes of TCF or JEF or World Bank. And it has three implementing partners, so the World Meteorological Organization, United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction, and the World Bank's Global Facility for Disaster Reduction and Recovery. And we as WMO have partnered with the Global Water Partnership to support the governments of Cambodia and Lao PDR in developing drought management and integrated water resource management plans and policies in the framework of a dedicated cruise project for Cambodia and Lao PDR. And the principal objective of this project is to enhance the capacities of national and regional stakeholders and institutions to provide hydrometeorological early action and response services through effective and inclusive risk-informed early warning services. And to achieve this, the project has five outcomes. The first one is strengthen governance mechanisms and enabling environment is created. The second one, enhance capacity of the two national meteorological and hydrological services so that they can provide forecasts and warnings. And the third one is strengthened information and communication technologies in these national meteorological and hydrological services. And the fourth one is enhanced preparedness and response capability. And then the fifth one is improved integration of gender and vulnerable groups across that whole early warning, early action value chain. And just to finish the response to your question, the two key hazards that both countries have identified are floods and droughts. So two sides of the same coin, if you will. And this is given their climate and topography. And especially drought is a very complex hazard that can affect many people and is of high importance, of course, due to the agricultural dominance in the countries. And yeah, we have worked with both these national meteorological and hydrological services to monitor especially meteorological drought and improve the capacities regarding seasonal and sub-seasonal forecasting and to support key socioeconomic sectors with climate information.
Oh, that sounds like a critical initiative. Now, about local involvement. Local involvement is a key for sustainability. How does the cruise program engage local communities and stakeholders in Cambodia and Lao PDR to ensure that sustainability and effectiveness of its drought-related interventions?
Yes, so working with local communities and stakeholders is, of course, very important for the cruise initiative and reaching the so-called last mile. And our entry point is the government, but we also work with, for example, Red Cross, Red Crescent societies, with NGOs, with regional organizations who in turn also work with local organizations and also with UN partners who are present in the country and who also have connections to community work work that empowers communities and helps them prepare and respond to extreme events and the warnings that are issued. So we do that through trainings, through local level consultations, simulation exercises, also especially our partner UNDRR, developing local plans for disaster preparedness. And these are um, through the cruise framework. There are some guidance documents available, so that it's ensured that these plans and training modules and all the interventions are really inclusive and gender responsive and responding to the needs of the most vulnerable. And as you know, women and men, they access and process and interpret and respond to climate information and early warning in very different ways. So that's why it's very important to have that perspective. And an additional point is that the cruise initiative in other parts of the world is also specifically supporting communities that are affected by violence or insecurity or displacement, so that also these communities get the information they need. And all of this is can be seen in the context of Early Warnings for All initiative, which was announced in 2022 and which aims to cover every person on Earth everywhere with life-saving early warning.
Yeah. So, looking ahead, Johan, what are the next steps for the cruise program? How do you envision its continued impact in addressing drought challenges?
So this current cruise project in Cambodia and Laos is actually a follow-up project to a regional project which started already in 2017, which was funded by Canada. And this current project is ending at this moment, and we have already secured a second phase, so what we call the Cruise 2.0 project for these two countries. And it fully builds on the experience and the progress under these previous two projects. And this second phase will start in July 2025, and it will run for 4 years. In addition, we are working with the Green Climate Fund under the GCF simplified approval process scaling up framework for the cruise investment on a possible new project in Cambodia. And this would help to fast track access to green climate funds, GCF funds. And we are looking at every opportunity to strengthen the availability of weather and climate information in the two countries, which of course includes information on drought and floods. Um, and not only through this project, but also other projects and also working through our partners. And as I said, it's very important for us to ensure the linkages to the community level actors, and this will also continue in the new project. And since we are here at the regional learning workshop where the draft drought management, integrated water resources management plans were presented, I can also say that some of the activities which were identified in these two plans will be picked up by this new project, so that we not only have a plan, but we also have already some funding available to implement these plans. And of course, as I said, we see this in the context of the Early Warnings for All initiative, but also other initiatives like the Global Framework for Climate Services. So with this project and with this these partnerships that have been built, we are helping to achieve the goals of these global initiatives as well.
So, thank you so much once again for sharing, Johan. We have heard that the cruise program has played a key role in shaping the response to droughts in Cambodia and Lao PDR, and it's exciting to see how it will continue to evolve. We look forward to seeing the continued positive impact. Once again, thank you, Johan.
Thank you.